back to it. A person that posed a question to me one time. You notice God has all sons. It never says he had any daughters. So, where's the woman in all of that? That whole dynamic.
Well, to answer that question, keep in mind that the writers of the scriptures lived in a very patriarchal type of time during human history. So, therefore, it was always written from a patriarch type of standpoint.
But so you think they just deleted women?
Well,
From the I was talking about from a spiritual thing. I ain't talking about the creation of men yet.
no, I'm just talking about from, just from Judeo-Christian Islamic scriptures, Abrahamic religions, whatever. Now,
Okay.
you go into some of the other faiths, some of the other, religions from antiquity, i.e. the times of the Hellenistic or the Greek gods and stuff like that. You both had male and female gods, demigods, I guess whatever. So it really depends on the culture, to tell you the truth.
So that plays the part in what we're talking about. Were there women in heaven? I've never heard of a woman in heaven, except in the Greek mythology. Well, I think in Indian mythology too. Is it India? Not the Indians here.
Right. Asian India.
Yes. They have women goddesses, don't they?
I do believe so.
So then that's something, like I said, that's going to become, that's a question, because like we're taught, from what I've taught, I've never heard of a woman in heaven. I've never heard of no female, period, in heaven. God had sons. It don't say he had sons and daughters.
Well, you know what? It's definitely something that we can come back to in a later episode when we do some research on it, because you bring out a great point there.
Right. So, like I said, back to the dating thing. It's something that, I always wondered when in the scriptures where it said more will be revealed.
Right.
More scrolls will be revealed and things will be open. And I wonder where the woman's place in history. Like, okay, man has dominated all of this history, but we couldn't do it without a woman.
Right.
Where's a woman's place in history far as before mankind? Did he think of the woman then? Now, a lot of one guy told me what I was going to say about he was like, Satan is a woman.
Okay. That might explain a lot of things. I'm kidding. No.
I don't want to blaspheme.
Right. Yeah.
We're not getting into that, but we're just talking theoretically.
Right.
God knows I believe in His word.
Right.
But
yeah, that's a. Yeah, that's a good one. Right there. Now, now going back to the garden, and I'm just going to hit you with this and let it marinate. So here it is. Adam is in there taking care of the garden, naming the animals, and maybe he was like, well, God, I got a question for you. And it's like, there are two types of horses, two types of all the birds, two types of the gorillas, two types of this, and two types of this. How come there's only one of me? And the guy's like, okay, all right, you're getting a little lonely. Okay, all right, go take a nap.
Right. Now, okay, so
You'll take a
now
nap, but you're going to wake up minus the rib, but don't stand there and warn you.
yes. So okay, so because it does, the scriptures does
Yeah.
indicate
Right.
that Adam got lonely. So
Right.
that might
Yeah.
have happened. However, it might have happened.
Right.
Um, that's what I'm saying. Male and female were here on every other species
Except for
except
right.
for us.
Right.
And according to what we know, the angels.
For this unisex as well.
Right. So where does it? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, that's a good. That makes you kind of go,
right? Like, okay, what? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
where did the concept of a woman come from?
Right.
He didn't just because, like I said, it's deep because there's father, there's sons, millions of sons
Right.
who were created. I don't know. We're going to have to tackle that another time because I don't want to get into man. Because I got so many questions about that, and like I said, things will be answered in due time. I've always been curious about that one thing. Where is the woman in the story? Like,
well, in the Abrahamic faith, the woman's always taking the back seat, been secondary. Other faiths in the world, females are more prominent in terms of creation and how things have come along. So,
so okay, being as though it's only been, according to man, almost 7 days since all of this happened.
Right. Well, even that, okay, so there are, if you look at the word they use to describe day in, I guess, the ancient Hebrew text, that is a day and period are used interchangeably. So,
right. So I'm saying in that period, it was 6 periods or 7 periods.
Right.
But that's only for mankind.
No, for creation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Before the creation of the world, Earth, there's only 6 periods.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
6 days, 6 periods for the world. So
6 periods, right.
Right. So before then, eons and eons and eons before then, or that space before then, there's 6 spaces.
Okay.
Or 6 periods. So there was ages and ages before then.
Oh, sure. And that's what we'll learn eventually one day, just not today, because our primitive monkey brains can't handle that.
Man. Women. That's what we're talking about. That's what I want to know. I guess every man, I don't know if they think that far, but I know as far as my mind goes, I want to know about the woman. Like, where did that concept even become fathomable?
Sure.
It didn't just start with us.
No. Had to start somewhere, but the question is where.
So the question is, are we not ready to, our mind or our existence is not ready to explore that part of life? Because if there was a woman, a female, or a different gender besides us, we can't handle that. Our minds are not ready for that.
Well, as far as everything that we know, even going from a scientific, point of view, you have two genders in all the species here on the earth. Now, you do have some which are hermaphrodites, which may have, both, sexes, but you just have two sexes. If you have male and female, there's no third sex. There's no fourth sex.
Right.
And in spite of what people may try to tell you, being, binary or this or that, like even going down to the, biology, and like everything else, male, XY, female, XX. That's just the way it is.
But that's what I'm saying. But was it a creation or has it always been there?
Yes. Well, at least when it comes to us, I'm thinking maybe the concept or the idea of Eve, Lilith, or woman was already there. In terms of guys like, okay, well, I had this for Adam, but first I need him to take care of the stuff in the garden first, and then after that I give him some companionship.
So that's your theory, that they were always there, we just wasn't ready for them yet, because we would go batshit crazy over the pussy.
A combination of that and guys like, well, I'm gonna give him something to do first. Go name some animals. Go do this. Go do that. Okay, all right. But I think the idea, the concept, it was always there. I mean, because he put it in like all the other creation.
Right. Oh. Huh.
Mind blown yet?
Man, you don't know.